All right. I think I'm getting the hang of how to properly use these features for StreamYard. All right. So welcome back to High Tide Imbibe. We have a new beer to review, at least new to me. I don't know if this has previously been released in Moosehead's small batch series, but it's the first time I'm seeing it anyway. Not listed on their website as far as I can tell. Their website is absolute hot garbage when it comes to listing all the stuff they have. At least it's hard to find the shit. And even under the small batch series, I couldn't find this particular one. But this is Moosehead's small batch Tangerine Witbier, 5.5% alcohol by volume. So it's a Belgian witbier in style. They say citrus spice, everything nice. Peel into a refreshing and zesty Belgian style tangerine witbier. Naturally cloudy. I don't need any tasting notes. Barley and wheat in it. It says, yeah, like I said, 5.5%. And then we have CP Fall saying, "Hey Lee, hope you're having a wonderful day. Not too bad, sir." And he says, "Nice labeling." Yeah, it's all right looking can, I guess. Kind of summery, springish summery for the season. We got Paul in the chat saying, well, look what we have here. Exactly. All right. So, I mean, it's a wit beer. I'm not expecting a world beater or anything like that. I'm not expecting to have my mind blown, especially when it's a wit beer from a quote unquote big brewery. I mean, Moosehead's still independent. They're still, I wouldn't say regional, but they still sort of have the feeling of being a regional brewery. Maybe the equivalent to them would be like in the U.S. would be like Sam Adams or Yingling or something along those levels. You know, not as crafty though. You know, kind of thing. Okay, so it's cloudy yellow. Looks like a wit beer. Not much more to say about that. The head is not super impressive. Usually you're going to get a bit more of a head than that on a wit beer, but I mean, it looks like Hoegaarden. What are you going to do, man? So we'll go right to the aroma. And it's classic, with a little twist. So it's got some clove in the background here. It's very citrusy. Again, this is a tangerine wit beer. I don't know if they actually put tangerine in. Like, did they list that anywhere? No, they just say barley and wheat. So they don't say they put like tangerine puree in it or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. So it's probably some sort of natural flavoring that they do here, but it smells pretty authentic on the nose anyway. So it's kind of citrusy with cloves. It reminds you of like a Hoegaarden, although these days Hoegaarden is so not what it used to be, especially the stuff we get here, which is, I believe, brewed here, if I'm not mistaken. Or at the very least, it's so mass-produced now that it just might as well be brewed here. But this is much more stronger scent. Smells authentic. The citrus is very tangerine-ish instead of just straight up orange. Not that there's a major difference there, but you can tell. And it's just kind of estery and nice. And Paul just nailed it with his comment here saying, trying for an amped up Blue Moon. Pretty much. I mean, this smells better than Blue Moon. I'll say that. It's got a bit more of a sharp aroma to it. So we'll go to the taste. Cheers. It's not bad. This is a decent shot at a slightly less authentic Belgian wheat beer. Is the best way to put it. Is it better than Blue Moon? I'd say it is. More flavorful. The flavors are a little bit bigger. That tangerine, that little bit of a tangerine switch up than just your standard kind of bland citrus or orange. Makes it slightly different. Nothing too earth shattering, but it drinks really smooth. I think the only thing this could use is more of a spicy clove kind of kick to it. The cloves are much more present in the nose than they are in the actual drink. I mean, they're there, but I could use a little bit, teeny bit more. The sweetness is a little unbalanced, but it's not a big issue. Let's see what Paul has to say here. Been able to get Moosehead for decades, though we haven't seen any of these variants. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you would. Since this is their small batch series, this is kind of like the craft brew sort of end of their business, and I think they kind of keep it strictly within, maybe even within the Maritimes or Eastern Canada at the very least. I don't know if they have any of this stuff out west. I can't recall. And it's unfortunate too, because some of their small batch stuff is really good. It's very much worth picking up. This is fine. CB Fall says, very good review, Lee. Thank you, sir. This is fine. Is it the best wheat beer I've ever had? No, and I didn't expect it to be. But it's still blowing away what expectations I did have for it, even though, like I said, generally their small batch series is pretty good. I was kind of expecting, okay, this is going to be maybe equal to Blue Moon or a little lesser. Maybe it's going to be something as dire as Rickard's White, if they even still make that. I don't even know if they still make that shit. But no, this is good. It's flavorful enough. It's a good, easy drinker for spring or summer. Like I said, I could personally use a bit more of a clove kick in the background, but it's not like it's something that ruins the drink for me. As a Witbier, I'd say that's a strong 7.5. And as my own personal preference goes, you know what? I'm going to throw an 8. There's nothing wrong with it. I could enjoy a bunch of these on a nice summer's day, and I think I will end up buying more of these too. So it's pretty decent stuff. Yeah. All right. So I still got 2 more beers to do for tonight for review. So I will be back in roughly 20 minutes, maybe. And I'll have another new beer to review. But until then, thanks to... we got a new comment here from Paul. So it sounds pretty damn fine, actually, and a rebuy is a big compliment. Yeah, I'm generally been really happy with everything Moosehead has done in their small batch series. Like, there's only been like 2 noticeable shitty ones. So I wouldn't even say shitty. They're just not... The failed experiments is more like it. The peppermint IPA, which was just weird. and their rhubarb milkshake IPA, which I don't know, man. But everything else, like the brown ale they make, the return of their 10-penny sort of legacy beer kind of thing, those are all excellent. And Paul says he's off tonight, just for your information. What are you doing tomorrow night, Paul? Because we're not recording anything tonight, but we are doing a podcast tomorrow if you're around. I can send you a link to the movie we're doing if you're interested. It's a spaghetti western, but it's more of a horror movie tinged spaghetti western. Okay, no big deal, but all right. Well, I'll shoot the link off to you here in a little while, and if you can join in, you can join in. Be cool. Yeah, I'll be back in a little while. And the second beer for tonight. Paul can make it because he's the goddamn boss. That's right. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye.